So we have a bunch of crazy pro wrestling news. Tom Aspinall might come to the WWE. Now, this would be kind of huge. The Rock goes on to say how Tom Aspinall is an amazing athlete to the point where he would do wonders in the WWE. Now, a lot of fans are very iffy when a UFC superstar comes to the WWE. Main reason being Ronda Rousey. She just wasn't that good of a pro wrestler. He was just a big name, and they kind of used her name just to push her. She was horrid. Sorry, Ronda Rousey fans, but you just got to wake up and smell the roses. Not a good professional wrestler. But Tom Aspinall, this could be interesting, especially since Brock Lesnar is back. If Brock Lesnar is back and he's in the WWE and you have somebody like Tom Aspinall come and wrestle Brock Lesnar, it kind of makes it more realistic, right? Now, we don't know if this is actually going to happen. We don't know if this is true. This is just The Rock saying how he vouches for Tom Aspinall and how he would love him to join the WWE. John Cena is going to be facing off against AJ Styles. Now, this is also where a lot of fans were worried because of the whole John Cena versus Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza. There was rumors that Brock Lesnar and John Cena would happen yet again after WrestlePalooza. This would just be dog. Straight up dog shit. Nobody even wanted to watch them wrestle at WrestlePalooza. To have them do it again, it's whatever. This match would have revolved around John Cena's gimmick being, hustle, loyalty, respect, and never backing down from a fight. So John Cena probably would have won, but it's not worth it. I don't think fans are happy with Brock and Cena. I think we should just kind of forget about that match. John Cena only has a handful of dates left, and he is done with WWE forever. And John Cena versus AJ Styles, reigniting that feud, fucking amazing. I watched John Cena versus AJ Styles live in the stadium during Money in the Bank. That crowd was insane. People ate that shit up. AJ Styles, phenomenal. No pun intended. Phenomenal wrestler in the ring. And John Cena, amazing as well. They're both gold on the mic. And when they join together, it's a feud worth watching. Definitely one of the better feuds that WWE has ever put on. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen there. Hopefully they add some sort of a stipulation for the match, maybe like a tables match, ladders match, I Quit match, something along those lines. Like I said, John Cena only has a handful of appearances left. Let's end this with a bang. It would be kind of crazy if AJ Styles retired him, just like he did The Undertaker, put another one under his belt. The Hardy Boys might be coming back to the WWE. The Hardy Boys are arguably the best tag team in pro wrestling history. The spots that they've done, the numerous matches they've had, everything about them has been gold, and they've like rebranded themselves as Broken Matt and Brother Nero, and it fucking works. It's Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. I don't think there's a single person on this planet that can say that they don't enjoy them in the ring.
I want to show you something, Jeff. Why don't you try living a clean lifestyle, a straight edge lifestyle?
Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy coming back to the WWE. Let's do it. I mean, their return at WrestleMania was one of the most viewed videos on the WWE channel. They're currently in TNA, and they've been doing the independent scene for a while now. But realistically, they need to finish off their careers in the WWE. I don't understand how they even walk anymore. The things that they have done in pro wrestling, they've pioneered the way for tag team and extreme. And growing up, Jeff Hardy has always been my favorite wrestler. I can't tell you how many headboards I've broken from my parents' bed jumping off that shit doing a swanton. And their return would all be due to the invasion that's happening currently. Yes, there is an invasion with NXT and TNA. You had a lot of superstars from TNA invade NXT. Some of the superstars to name off is Matt Cardona, Moose, and Eric Young. Matt Cardona, whether you want to call him Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder, I mean, he's the talk of the town, right? He invaded NXT. Matt Cardona back in the WWE. The TNA contract that they signed is pure amazing. Having superstars from both companies invade each other, this is like WCW and WWF retro vibes, and we're all for it. The storyline is amazing. I think it's eventually going to lead up to kind of like a Survivor Series match. And after they invaded, Shawn Michaels goes on to say how TNA better watch out. NXT is next in line to come to your show. And when NXT superstars go to TNA, maybe they invade a tag team match with the Hardy Boys, make them lose or something. And now the Hardy Boys are going to get in on it and go to NXT. Now, hopefully this actually leads up to a run in the main roster. If you have TNA superstars coming to the WWE, the main roster is only one show away. It's probably the most interesting storyline that we've had in a while. The whole invasion, it just seems so real, and the wrestling community is loving it right now. I haven't really seen much of any negative comments about this. On another note, Jacob Fatu is coming back. We haven't seen him since SummerSlam. When this guy joined the WWE, he was a menace. The guy, his look, his aura, his wrestling skills, his mic skills, everything about Jacob Fatu screamed main event level worthy. He was so good that when he was in the Bloodline 2.0, when he just joined, they told him to dim down his moveset. They told him to relax a little bit on the mic. They told him to calm down and try to stay in the shadow because Solo Sikoa is supposed to be the main guy. And yet he was still the crowd favorite. Well, the crowd was chanting Jacob over Solo. Now, I don't know the exact reason why he left. Maybe it was a little injury or something, or maybe he just needed some time off. But I know when he comes back, the pop is going to be massive, and hopefully he actually goes for the title. And I'm not talking mid-card title. I'm talking main championship. He was great with the United States title, don't get me wrong, but Jacob deserves more. And I really do want to see him kind of branch out and not be involved with any sort of bloodline stuff. The bloodline is great and all, but we don't want him to feel trapped in like the family business side, right? We kind of want his character to evolve more. Now, going back to John Cena, how he's fighting AJ Styles, we have one more superstar who's pretty pissed that they haven't had a chance to fight John Cena yet again, and that's The Miz. The Miz went on to say how disappointed he is with WWE not allowing him to start up another feud with John Cena. They have had countless feuds already, and I know fans were saying that they want John Cena to face off against new people, but that just it's not happening. They keep giving John Cena feuds that he's already had. Now, personally, I think The Miz is an amazing pro wrestler. This guy started out from nothing and he became the first ever two-time Grand Slam champion. The Miz came from the Real World MTV and everybody thought he was a joke. He went on Tough Enough and he actually lost, but yet again, he was the most successful. Coming from MTV, the Real World, and you're going into the pro wrestling world, these guys are fucking serious. I mean, they thought nobody gave him any respect. The Miz actually goes to talk about how he spilled some crumbs on another wrestler's backpack, that wrestler being Chris Benoit, and he got kicked out of the locker room. He got kicked out of the locker room for almost a year. For almost a year, this guy was changing in janitor closets and bathrooms in the public view. The Miz went on to say how one of the most embarrassing moments of his career was walking out of the bathroom, out of the stall, all dressed up and ready for a match, and there was a kid in there saying, "Is that The Miz?" Not a good look on a professional wrestler. So for almost a year, this guy had no respect from his peers. Any normal person working somewhere, whether it be WWE or anywhere else, if your fellow colleagues don't like you, you would probably quit. But The Miz stayed true to it, toughed it out. Eventually, he had a match against The Undertaker where he gained the respect of The Undertaker. The Miz goes up to ask him for permission to go back to the locker room. Undertaker was locker room leader at this time. If there was any kind of problems, you go to The Undertaker. And The Undertaker said, yes, come back. And the rest is history. The Miz has been numerous time champion and he's gained the respect of the crowd.
Because I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome! That was great.